What's up guys, welcome to the channel. I got a really special video. I'm excited for it today. I think it's gonna be really interesting. So to give you a little bit of context, I live in a subdivision and behind my subdivision is a cornfield, soybean field. And basically all the time that I've lived here, every year the farmers come, planted, remove the crops and just like a normal field. And about last year, the city came in and bought out that field from the farmer to put a subdivision there. So they started work on the subdivision. They dug a big trench for drainage. They dug out the foundation of houses for, to put the houses down, and made this giant mound of dirt. And they also dug out a pond near the houses for fishing, just like a normal subdivision where you'd have a pond, which is very common in my area. So they filled the pond with water. It looks like any other regular pond that you would see, except obviously there's no fish. They haven't put fish in there. That's what I thought. So last week I went down there just to look around, look at the houses. They had started building houses, laying the foundation, whatever. And I go down there and I'm looking at the pond. I'm standing next to it, looking at the geese or whatever, and I see some ripples in the water. And I'm like, maybe there is something in there. Maybe it's just frogs, but why don't I grab my pole right at the house and come back out over here and see if there's anything in here. And I start catching these little green sunfish. And I'm like, I wonder how these got in here. And the only thing I can think of is maybe somebody got some from a creek or somebody and put them in there and they just started to reproduce. I don't think the city would put green sunfish in a pond. And all the other ponds in my area is bluegill and bass. So I don't think they'd put any of these green sunfish, more the creek type fish that you would catch. So yeah, I caught a bunch of these green sunfish. So I'm like, well, maybe I can make a video about this, go down there and try to catch some more green sunfish. And yeah, I think that'd be really fun. They're really hardy fish. So I mean, these fish are they live everywhere where there's year-round water. I mean, you're gonna see green sunfish. So it makes sense why they would be able to reproduce so fast. So we're gonna head down there. I'm gonna be using, here, let me grab it real quick. All right, so this is what I'm gonna be using, the Berkeley Gulp earthworms. This is pretty typical, I feel like, for creeks or pond fishing. I'm just gonna cut a little piece off, put it on the hook. If that doesn't work, I'm gonna use my Mr. Trout magnet. I can show you that when I get down there. But I think this should have some good success. I think we can get on a lot of fish with this. And yeah, so it should be good, and I'll see you guys down there. All right, guys, here we are at the pond. As you can see, pretty regular. There's already a house built up over there. But if you look behind me, here's the big hill. And there's this cornfield right in here. There's still some corn that they're growing this year. And then there's that ditch. And their water streams in under this ditch through a pipe. And it goes right through this culvert and then into the pond for drainage in and out of the pond. And what I'm wondering is there any fish in this culvert? So I think the first thing I'm gonna do is just try to catch fish out of that. We're gonna be using just a little neon jig head, and then I put that little Berkeley Gulp minnow, worm, cut it up and put it on a little hook. And we're just gonna be pitching it up and down in that grate. So let's see if we can't catch anything. No bites in the grate, so we're just gonna try the pond now. First fish already, guys. This one's really small. Try to show the camera. Just a little green sunfish. It's like the smallest one I've ever caught out of here. Look at that, such cool colors though. Get him back. Big hit there. Right in front of this drainage pipe. It seems to be where they like to hang out. There we go. That's a better fish right there. It's not a bad fish. Look at that. Better than the last one here. There we go. About the same size as the first or the second one. Maybe a little bit smaller. Whoa, I'll just throw them back. Okay, so we're switching it up. We're just going to use this neon trout magnet. I think this will catch some fish. There we go. Finally. I think that's our fifth fish if you count the one that got out. Here he is, guys. Not a bad fish. They're all pretty small, but just that there's fish in here is pretty fun. I mean, I think they do improve your angling skills. You got to be so careful with the hook set. I've missed so many because the bite is just like that, so quick. There we go. Now we're putting some together. Sorry. Let's get this one back in. I think we found a good little spot here. They're all the same size, as I said. They're still super fun to catch. Automatic, right there. The bait is just hitting the water. These fish are on it. That one's a little bit bigger. Just lost that one. There we go. This one's not too bad. Might be the biggest one we've gotten out of this particular hole right there. Another one. You can catch these fish all day. Just keep biting. All right, so we were catching a ton of fish in that spot. I'm gonna walk down to the other side of the pond. We were catching a ton of fish over there, like 10 plus, but there was no real size. And trying to catch something a little bit bigger. I don't even know if there is any in this pond, because I'm pretty sure these fish were introduced pretty recently. But we're gonna give it a try. And I think maybe at the other end of the pond, we might have more luck, so we're gonna go see. So I'm seeing fish all along the shores over this entire pond. Frog just jumped out, that kind of scared me. But the only place where they seem to be biting is in front of the 3 drainage pipes at the other end of the pond. So I'm just gonna walk back over there and try to fish those again, because those are really the only places I've had any luck. Big fish, big fish. Much bigger. Oh my goodness, look at this fish. My drag's not even set high enough. Look at that. That is a big fish. That is a mammoth for the ones we've been catching. Look at this. I mean, that is like a nice bluegill. Wow. My drag wasn't even set high enough. It was peeling out the drag on the ultralight because I had set it so low because I thought all these fish were this small. And then we catch this thing. Well guys, I think that's a good place to end the video. Catching that big bluegill out of that last drainage pipe was really nice. I was not expecting a fish that big to come out of here. That put up a really good fight. If you guys enjoyed watching this video, subscribe, like, do whatever you want to do. And you can also comment down below and ask me questions about the bait I used, how I used it, or maybe video ideas, or just any questions in general. Thank you guys for watching and have a good day.